Hello, my name is Ashley Summerall Ferguson, and I will be your online English Composition 1 teacher for this semester. Before we get started in discussing our class, I do want to ensure that you know about some changes to our email system. I'm sure you probably received some notification about our email change at Mississippi Gulf Coast Community College, but please make sure that you change your email information so you can access your Canvas as well as your web services accounts. In order to do that, you're going to notice right here in this announcement, you're going to go to this website, mgccc.edu /student email, and it's going to give you instructions on how to change essentially your email information. Okay, now once you do that, I'm just going to close that out. You need to, of course, go to our college website to access our course. Go here to mgccc.edu, click My Gulf Coast, give it just a moment, and you're going to scroll down, and you're going to see under Online Classes it says Canvas Access, and you're going to click it. In just a moment. Now, you're going to put in your email address. My email address is ashley.ferguson@mgcc.edu. I'm going to click that. Okay, now I'm automatically signed in, but it's going to ask you to put in your full email address, like mine was ashley.ferguson@mgcc.edu, and then it asks for my password. Again, this is going to be the same password that you use for your email as Canvas and also web services, so make sure to make a note of that. Now, when you first log into Canvas, you're going to be on your dashboard. Okay, this is your dashboard. If you scroll down right here, you're going to see your classes. Now, I have many different types of classes as an instructor and also as an English teacher. I'm going to click on our course. I haven't published it yet, but it will be published when you actually go into the course on Monday. You're going to click on Online ENG 1113, and you're going to click on the class. Okay, now some instructors have their page set up differently. There's some instructors who have their first page kind of their home page as the announcements. I actually decided to combine my announcements, which are always going to be up here at the top, okay, with my modules. So just for example, if you, our home page is here, but if you click modules, you're going to notice it also takes you to the modules. But if you go home, I have everything kind of in a one place, one-stop shop for you. So make sure every week check for announcements. I have them labeled like week 1, and you're going to notice also I have them numbered. So view the announcements in their numbered ordering if you can. Just for example, there's a welcome email. There's also kind of a getting started, how to navigate everything, and just an announcement about the task that you need to complete for Monday. Okay, so first off, I just want to ensure that you know how our class is going to be structured. I'm very much an organized individual, so we're going to go week by week. Now, I only open the modules that are going to be pertinent to that particular week. I don't open all of our modules for the whole semester, okay? So I just want to kind of give you a heads up about that because I know some instructors do open up all of their modules. I want you focusing in on only that week's task. Okay, so you're going to notice week 1. The most important thing you need to do every week is there's going to be an online weekly checklist. Make sure that you either open it, save it, download it, print it, whatever way will help you remember your task. Just for example, if you click on this, there's going to be a checklist for this week. When you download that checklist, this is what it looks like right here, okay? It's pretty much going to be an overview of all your tasks. There's going to be must-do tasks. This week, you need to kind of learn to navigate Canvas, okay, and also learn about how to contact me, as well as our syllabus, how our class is going to be structured, your assignments upcoming, just to, hear about those and know what you're going to be doing in the next few weeks. Also, important dates. You do have 2 assignments this week that you're going to actually submit. You're going to have the email to the instructor, which you're not going to submit that to Canvas. You're actually going to email an instructor, okay? And I'm going to give you more instruction on that later. And also you have your first online discussion 1, okay? Now you're going to notice the way that I have this structured, the modules underneath week 1 match ultimately the numbers here. Like for example here, online discussion is module 7. If you go back to our home page, underneath week 1, you're going to notice I scroll down And that online discussion is right here, number 7. So I try to make this as easy as possible so you can see how the modules line up to the checklist. So please, every single week, either, again, download and save or print out your online weekly checklist. Week 1, of course, it gives you instructions from each module. If you've never taken an online class, I highly encourage you to look at this particular module, Canvas Navigation, Student Instructors. I did not make this information, but it's from the Mississippi Virtual Community College, and it just gives you basic instructions on how to, send a message to your instructor, how to submit a document assignment, how to submit an online post. It gives you all of these kind of, Q&A questions, and it answers them very quickly. So if you've not taken an online class, check out this first module, okay? Now, if you continue down, okay, our second module, this is my contact information. If you ever need to contact me, you can just download this information right here, and this is what you're going to get, okay? I'm Miss Ferguson. This is my telephone number. You can obviously call and leave a message. It will be sent to my voicemail, which I can get from my phone. And I have 3 emails, okay? I know sometimes Canvas is down. I know sometimes our college email just crashes. So if you ever have issues with Canvas or you have issues logging in and you can't submit an assignment, you can always, as a last resort, okay, take a picture of the Canvas glitch so I can see what you're seeing, and then you can also email me any assignments that you're not allowed to submit, but you need to make sure to email them to me before the submission due date and time. You're going to see here I have office hours. Some of these are virtual where you can email me, or if you want to try to schedule a Google Hangout. I do have a Gmail address, if you've noticed right here. If you also have a Gmail address, you can go through and do a Google Hangout. It's kind of similar to a Zoom or a WebEx meeting, or kind of FaceTiming. And you can contact me and we can discuss anything that, if you have questions or concerns about an assignment or the class or a concept, we can have a face-to-face conversation. And these are my virtual hours highlighted in yellow. And the other times are when I'm physically in my office. You're going to notice my office is located here. I am at the Jackson County campus, and that is located in Goshen, Mississippi. My office is in the new STEM building. It's on the bottom floor, room 123. And if you need a map, this is the map right here with the location of the STEM building. And I encourage you, call, email, come by and see me in person during my office hours if you have any questions, okay? And I'm going to go back to our Canvas page. Now, you're going to notice right here, okay, I have several resources for your syllabus. If you're a more visual person, there's a PowerPoint version, and I will give like a video overview of your PowerPoint a little bit later. Also, something very important, if you want to know what we're going to be doing for the whole semester, not just the week, the weekly checklists are just going to focus on the week. You have this online weekly schedule. This is something else that you may want to go ahead and print out. You're going to notice right here, this is the weekly schedule. It pretty much shows you what we're doing from week 1 all the way to our final week of classes right here, which is of course week 15, and I have that listed here. So if you are someone that likes to know what we're going to be doing ahead of time and you like to be on a schedule, this will kind of guide you in what we're going to be doing from week to week. But again, make sure to also print out those checklists as well. Now, other things you may want to check out, methods of evaluation, and you're going to notice again, all these are underneath that module 3, and this is listed on the checklist if you need to reference it, okay? We have methods of evaluation. If you look at that particular handout right here, it just overviews the assignments we're going to be doing this semester, and I'll be discussing those in more detail when I discuss the syllabus, and you can look at their value and weight as well as our grading scale. Okay, and I'm going to go back to our Canvas page. I also have the policies and procedures listed in detail. If you click on the policies and procedures, they are listed right here. This is definitely a handout that I would encourage you to read through. It talks about class attendance, your assignments, each assignment, and kind of specific and, kind of details about it, as well as extra points, your proctored exam. And let me stress, this is always something that confuses students, and I'm highlighting this information. if you take an online class in Mississippi, you are required by the Mississippi Virtual Community College to take a proctored exam, okay? So a little bit later in the semester, I'm going to tell you to go ahead and schedule your proctored exam. You're going to have a span of about 3 days. This is going to be later in December, like November, December. Make sure that you schedule that when I tell you to schedule it. Do not wait until the week of the proctored exam to do that, because it will be closed as far as the sections and appointment times, and that means you'll have to physically come, and I will have to act as your proctor at the Jackson County campus. So I don't want you to have to be in that situation. And if you're someone that lives out of state, you may have to go to a library or a college and actually find a proctor in order to do that. So please understand, this is not my policy. This is Mississippi Virtual Community College's policy. So you have to take a proctored exam, and we'll talk about that in way more detail later. Okay, so look at all the information about the rubrics, the word count, plagiarism kind of rules and repercussions, and just overall behavior. Okay, now again, if you look at our Canvas, it's going to be structured week by week. Okay, the checklist matches up numerically with the modules, and it changes from week to week. As far as for this week, you're going to notice there are 2 main assignments. You have your email to the instructor assignment, and that's going to be due Sunday. And then also you have your online discussion, your first online discussion, which will be due Sunday as well. Okay, make sure that you look at the handouts, okay? And also if I have video instructions inside of the actual assignments, like just for example, I'm going to click on email to instructor. There's instructions and also a video, but make sure if there's a handout that is above that information, you have the handout. I always have handouts that have the instructions. So here, make sure you look at this handout. Make sure you look at this handout. If I say print out, even if you don't print it, at least have it on hand, like on your phone or on a tablet or physically there where you can look at it while I lecture, because I'm giving you the same lecture I give my in-class students, just more one-on-one. Okay, so as far as due dates, I always have our assignments embedded into the modules, like the email to the instructor. I give you instructions, but as I mentioned in this particular assignment, you're not going to submit anything into this Dropbox. You're actually going to send an email to either me or to one of your other college instructors, and you can CC me in that. But before you write your email, make sure that you read about netiquette, like etiquette in online writing, and also read the instructions on how to do the email to the instructor. Before you submit your online discussion 1, make sure you look at the handouts on the actual assignment, and there's a video on discussion board etiquette. Also click on the assignment, and I have a video lecture as well as kind of instructions of what I want you to do. Every week with your assignments, I always give you a handout, and I also have instructions as well as a video lecture. Make sure you do all of those things. Don't just look at the handout, because I know some of you are not visual learners. You know, you need something that you can listen to. So I have lectures for my auditory learners. So please, 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 please look at all the resources that I have for you. This is all the information that I'm going to give you just as far as introducing you to the course itself. Later on, you're going to get more information on the actual syllabus, you know, and also the specific assignments that are going to be this week. And overall, just know it's a pleasure for me to have you in my class, and I really want to have this open door policy with you. I know you're an online class, and sometimes this black screen feels like a wall between us, but contact me. Again, email, schedule a Google Hangout during my virtual office hours, or stop by my office physically. Just make sure during COVID you're wearing a mask, okay? And I'll be happy to help you get through this course successfully. Everybody have a wonderful semester, and I look forward to meeting you all next week. Thank you.